The Trip is a Norwegian drama and it's available on Netflix. This is about a couple that goes out to a remote cabin and there is a plan for each one of them to kill each other. Now, will their plan be successful? Well, that's what we're going to find out in today's review, so stay tuned. All right, so I started with The Trip, available on Netflix. If you are a fan of Scandinavian movies, this could be the review that you should watch till the end, because I'm going to dissect The Trip and understand, does it really make sense for audience to spend their time watching this movie? So here is what the story is all about. This is a couple, one Swedish, one Norwegian. The girl is a actress, the guy is a director, and they want to cool off some steam. Very initially in the story, you see that there is some tension brewing between them. So they just want to go to a quite short vacation in a remote cabin, and they want to execute their plan. The husband wants to kill the wife wants to kill the husband. But as they are trying to unfold their plan, there are some unexpected visitors who are three convicts. They show up in the house. So that escalates the situation and it aggravates the danger. So The Trip is essentially a dramedy, or I would say it is a dark humor. And when you start to look into the plot, I started watching Trip way long ago. I remember that, I saw the first 5 minutes and it did not impress me. And that will happen to all of you. When you see it, maybe it is the vibe of Scandinavian movies. The translation is not in English, so you have to change the subtitles in English and watch it. But when you do that, the movie is very slow. You don't really know what to expect. So you can get deceived by the movie. And, the movie goes at a very slow pace and it starts to pick up. And that's where you feel that's the kind of the turning point, because when the husband and wife, they are going to the remote cabin, even during their journey, there are arguments between them. And that this is not going to end pretty well. Actually, you, as an audience, you are thinking that one of the two is going to get killed. It is predictable. This is the end of the story. So unpredictable plot, that's what I would say about The Trip. And it seems like definitely a simple drama, but when you watch it till the end, it is hilarious. It is one of the best comedy shows, or I would say dark comedy movies that I have seen coming out of Netflix on that level. So the jokes are really laughable, and this will happen as you stick around to watch the script, the plot unfold. In my mind, the dialogues were written and scripted very well. So the plot, as I said, it stars Noomi Rapace. She's the lead actress. You must have seen her in several Hollywood movies. The husband is played by Aksel, Hennie. So the plot is definitely unpredictable. That is my review about this, because as you watch the show, the movie, it's going to unravel a lot of mystery in the performances of these characters and all the other elements that are going to get attached. It's like a puzzle that just you have to keep putting together different pieces and it gets glued together. As a good plot, that would be my impression. Now let's talk about the direction of this movie. So Tommy Wirkola is the quarterback of the movie. From the very start to the end, you can see that the movie does flow pretty well. I did mention that the plot initially was slow. There is a chance. I mean, the director, there is a risk that your engagement span is like, I'm going to switch off and watch something else. But right there, you got to be a little patient. And I think that must have a sense of Tommy's style. Some directors have their own style. They keep it very monotone, very high, very low. He picks up right from the beginning. It's almost like a hockey stick direction. The performance almost goes down and right there, it just picks up. So I thought the movie was very entertaining. It kept me glued from the very beginning, very mystery. I thought the story definitely did make a presence, and it left a lasting impression on me. And whatever happens, you got to wait till the end. So he doesn't give you too many clues. Sometimes, and so there are instances in the movie, you go back in time. I kind of like some of those stories. How did this happen? And the editing overall, is good. You see the dark, gloomy side of the countryside of Sweden. The cinematography is also pretty good, in my opinion. So, let's now talk about the acting performances. So, obviously you have a variety of different actors that are playing in this show. You've got Swedish actor Noomi Rapace. You've got the lead male actor who is actually Norwegian. And then you've got a bunch of other characters in it too. So I thought the acting performances were simply brilliant. Even the convicts who were in the house, and they keep the main lead and her husband as hostage, and how they unravel, how they get out of that situation. It's actually pretty messy. It is gory. There's a lot of blood. It is a dark humor. The way you see it is, you will still feel that this is comedy. So I thought that in the spirit of how this story was, it's a dark humor. The overall acting, performances, I couldn't think of any flaws in anyone's performance, whether it was the gardener, whether it was side character. Overall, even the dad of the main lead, he also performed very well. He lives in a retired home, and he gets a call that there are some noises at home, and he comes to his cabin to check what his son is up to. And that itself, it unravels a lot of comedy, a lot of errors happening. So it is something, a story that has excellent performances, in my opinion, from an acting standpoint. Now, there is an end scene in the story. So, after all of this that has happened, what you really see is that both the actor and the actress, they're trying to portray an image who they really are not. The director feels he's got everything in life, but he's in debt. And the actress, she doesn't like that. So, of course, at the end, they're trying to figure out, all right, we killed all the 3 convicts. We've had this bloodshed and happening. Now life is same, back to the normal. We are again going back to debt. But what happens is that they call the press, they call the police, and this becomes a media fanfare that a director and his wife, they killed 3 convicts, they escape, and it becomes a hit. They get invited to a lot of shows. A movie in Hollywood is becoming made on the same concept. So that kind of takes you to a positive ending note. It is not that the couples were fighting and someone came in, they killed them and then moved on. Their relationship definitely becomes better, and that's what they're trying to show you, that you don't see that they're getting divorced or something. I think their love does bring them together. I thought the ending scene was definitely, I was not expecting it, and it was something like a breath of fresh air to see by what Tommy Wirkola has done. So overall, I can assure you that if you watch The Trip, which is available on Netflix, you will not be disappointed. You can watch it on a weekday, weekend. I watched it in one setting. There are a few instances, some dialogues which may not be good for younger audience, but otherwise, it's a funny story, guys, and there is so much of talent that is available in Scandinavia. If you are interested in movies other than US or Bollywood, and you're looking for a dark humor, this is one. A dark humor has become one of my go-to genres to go. I think I really enjoy them. So I loved it, and watch it in the English subtitles. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And I'd love to see what your reaction is from no matter where you are. So as far as the rating of this movie is concerned, I'm going to give it 8 out of 10. I was simply amazed, and this was a great movie to watch. So that's all from my side, and signing off from ReviewMagic. Bye-bye.